NorCal. 209 King of Comedy. It's Ric without the K. James presents, in my opinion, podcast.
You had talked about two things a minute ago before this, and we're going to do a little bit of an abrupt change, but there was one episode, I think it's your favorite episode, where you saved a question for the end of the entire episode to throw on a, what would you call it, a unknown topic to me and Emily, and you did it on purpose to catch us off guard. Yeah. Why don't you tell us about that?
Have you ever had your butthole licked out? And
are we really going there?
Yes, we are going there. We're on talking about the Eat a Booty gang. Have you been part of that gang before?
I'm gonna start. It's a new low for the In My Opinion gang.
Talking about
have you had your ass ate?
Oh yes, it's lovely. It's fucking lovely, right? So, and I would tell every man out there, if you've never had your asshole licked by a female, you ain't living life, goddammit. All right?
To me, that still is my favorite clip, and what it was is I put it up on the board, but I gave it the initials and I didn't spell it out, right? So you guys were sitting there trying to figure it out through the whole episode while we were getting ready and stuff, and then I introduced it because you normally host, and I just put it out there. I said, have you guys ever been a part of the Eat a Booty gang? And just to see both of you, I expected you to almost spit out your drink, right? But I didn't expect Emily to be so shy about it because of all the other stuff. I think we even talked about it on that episode. I think she came out to talk about sex toys or whatever. So to hear her be like, what, huh, what, eat a, who, what, and that to me was the funny part about it. And I think we wouldn't have gotten a better reaction if we had talked about the clip beforehand.
Well, it definitely shocked me, and I thought it was kind of funny, but I've had a few friends comment on that one because it was like how different my reaction was. So I'm kind of taking you in different directions that you're leading me, just so you know how I'm basing the questions right now. One of the things that I was let down in, to be honest, we talked about sex toys. And it felt like that fell real flat to me. Instead of us being led into a bunch of directions and talks and laughs, you actually bought a couple toys for Emily to try out.
One toy.
That's in a box and not the toy.
So this is the Lilo. First of all, I don't know any motherfuckers whose tongue moves this fast. It's I give it maybe a 7 out of 10 maybe, because it's completely designed for like self-use.
So demonstrate.
So does it?
I'm not going to demonstrate it, but I did try using it on someone else, and it's extremely difficult. That's why
would
it's like
affect
personal
if
use.
small or big clit.
Oh yeah. If you have a big clit, honey, this ain't gonna
It
work
seems
on
like
you.
it will
It's
stop
gonna
stretching.
suck it in a little bit, and it's gonna stop. Like
Yeah.
this is strong enough for you. You fucking you got no nerve endings in your vagina.
And, one toy. And then we basically got, wasn't that good. And I mean, I kind of felt like, okay, well, that was really like falling flat. How did you feel about like that?
Well, I think we're both
expected
dirty
you to
old
go
men, and we were hoping to see video of it and all that, right?
Not exactly.
But I just felt like, and the toy was pretty expensive compared to most toys.
Like 160 or 50,
you know what I
right?
mean? Yeah, I think it was about at least a 3-figure toy. And just the fact that she was like, my fingers felt better. I was like, well, can you clean it off and give it to me? Like,
it's funny. I mean, it was like, it's one of those things where you're like, what do you do now? Break! It's like, so I didn't know what to do. But it was kind of funny. It just fell flat to me because I expected, a lot of times we'll get into a conversation and it takes us into other directions where we end up talking about nothing to do with what we started off.
yeah, and I think I would have to go look at the numbers, but I want to say that clip has done well, and maybe just because of the way it was labeled. Sometimes it's just the way you label these clips. But that was when Jess was on though too, right? So I expected those two to go on about it a little bit more, and I think Jess kind of did help save that clip because Emily was done talking about it, but Jess was like, no, let me, and then she put her finger up to it.
Because I'm the one that bought one first, and I tried it on a friend.
And had to feel the suction that it provided and all that other stuff. So I think it wasn't the worst clip. At least I felt like it wasn't the worst clip, but it was more informative, and maybe I got to relabel it like on how to use this.
I just felt like that subject fell flat.
Boy, Charlie Murphy, my main man, Ric James. That's the one you think, the comedian Ric James. Get up.
I can't hear my neighbor crying, I can't breathe.
Please hit the subscribe button down low so you can see all new clips, all new episodes coming to you.